Hello, you're watching ERi-TV and welcome to English News Broadcast. These are the top stories. March 8, International Women's Day celebrated in the Central region. Eritrean nationals in Kuwait and South Sudan commemorated International Women's Day. Gunmen killed at least 62 vigilantes in Nigeria's Kebbi state. And Russia opens humanitarian corridors from Kiev and 4 other Ukrainian cities. The local news. March 8, International Women's Day was celebrated in the Central region under the theme Principal Belief for Timely Imperative, featuring various programs observing the guidelines issued to control the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. At the ceremony held at the central office of the National Union of Eritrea Women, Ms. Katama Aleta, head of administration and finance of the union branch, delivered official statement of the union issued in connection with the International Women's Day, stating that the struggle of Eritrean women for total emancipation has been part and parcel of the struggle for ensuring equality and national independence. Ms. Katama said that strong participation of the Eritrean women has unique place in shining national history and the victory gained. Ms. Katama also said that the struggle of Eritrean women has drastically contributed in the transformation of the backward attitude of the society on gender issues, as well as in creating equal opportunities for women in all sectors, including employment, education, and other social services. She also called on Eritrean women to develop overall capacity and play a due role in the national affairs. At the occasion, the chairman of the Central Region Assembly, Mr. Abraham Semere, and head of the National Union of Eritrea Youth and Students Branch, and the Central Region, Mr. Samson Kifle, delivered messages of solidarity. Eritrean nationals in Kuwait and South Sudan commemorated March 8, the International Women's Day, under the theme Principal Belief for Timely Imperative, featuring various cultural and artistic programs. At the commemoration event organized by the Kuwait branch of the National Union of Eritrean Women branch on March 4, Ms. Mileta Tsige, head of the union branch, gave extensive briefing on the contribution the Eritrean women made and the struggle for Eritrea's independence in safeguarding the national sovereignty as well as in the national building process. Mr. Hamed Yahya, chargé d'affaires of the Eritrean embassy, stated that the contribution of Eritrean women in all stages of the history of the country and called for transferring the proud history to the young generation. At the event, the nationals contributed $9,249 in support of families of martyrs and to the national fund to combat the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. In the same vein, nationals residing in Juba, South Sudan, celebrated the International Women's Day on March 6 with patriotic zeal. Speaking at the occasion, Mr. Johannes Tikla-Mikhail, Eritrean ambassador to the Republic of South Sudan, called on the Eritrean women in the country to strengthen organizational capacity and participation in the national affairs. At the occasion, Ms. Rishan Berhe, head of the National Union of Eritrean Women branch, delivered the official statement of the union issued in connection with the International Women's Day. Mr. Amara Gebrab, chairman of the Eritrean community in Juba and its environs, and Mr. Tekhla Abdurhataab, deputy head of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students, also delivered messages of solidarity. The Association of Vegetables and Fruits Farmers in Emnahaili subzone contributed select potato seeds to exemplary farmers with the objective of increasing production both in quality and quantity, stating that the select potato seeds are the Electra and Bari kinds that have already been proven productive at various laboratories. Mr. Hapta Girmay, chairman of the association, said effort was exerted that farmers prepare their farmlands before they were provided with the select seeds. Farmers said they are hopeful and expect bountiful production from the disease-resistant select potato seeds, and that over 20 quintals is expected from 1 quintal of the select potato seeds. Plant expert Mr. Abdul Qadir Mohammed Berhan said that the preparations are underway to provide farmers with pesticides and fertilizers for better outcome. Documents indicate that there are 237 farmers organized in a cooperative association cultivating fruits and vegetables in Emnahaili subzone. This is according to further reports. Now back with international news after a short break. Welcome back. Gunmen ambushed and killed at least 62 members of a volunteer vigilante group in Nigeria's northwestern Kebbi state, the head of the group and the police spokesman said, in the worst violence to hit the state since mid-January. Many northwestern states in Nigeria have groups of volunteers who help defend villages and towns from armed gangs, as the security forces are stretched fighting Islam's militants and the gangs known as bandits. Osman Sani, the head of the Yansan Kai vigilante group in Kebbi, said his group had planned to attack bandits in the Sakaba area on Sunday night, but someone tripped off them. Kebbi police spokesman Nafti Abdulkader confirmed the ambush but said he did not have details on how many people have been killed. Russia has opened humanitarian corridors today so people can be evacuated from Kiev and 4 other Ukrainian cities: Chervony, Sami, Kharkiv, and Mariupol. This is according to the Russian Defense Ministry. The Defense Ministry added that Russian forces in Ukraine had introduced a silent regime from 7 GMT. Ukraine began evacuating civilians from Sami and Irpin today after Russia agreed to establish humanitarian corridors. Union Housing Minister Radrib Puri has said at least 694 Indian students were in Sami on Monday night and have now left embassies for Poltovia in central Ukraine. Flood warnings stretched across Australia's east coast today, and tens of thousands of Sydney residents fled their homes overnight as torrential rains again hit large parts of the country. Australia's eastern rivers were already near capacity following record downpours in several parts of the Queensland and New South Wales states over recent weeks, cutting off towns and sweeping away farmlands, livestock and roads. 19 people have been killed, most of them either in flooded homes or in cars, attempting to cross flooded roads since the flood began. Heavy rains lashed yesterday overnight, with some suburbs receiving up to 200 millimeters since yesterday morning, exceeding March rainfall of around 140 millimeters, triggering flash flooding and snap evacuation orders in the southwest of the city. Now, a reminder of the top stories. March 8, International Women's Day celebrated in the Central region. Eritrea nationals in Kuwait and South Sudan commemorated International Women's Day. Gunmen killed at least 62 vigilantes in Nigeria's Kebbi state. And Russia opens humanitarian corridors from Kiev and 4 other Ukrainian cities. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.